All right. So once you find this a comfortable place lying on the earth, noticing what's going on in your body today. Maybe starting from the crown of your head, slowly moving down your body. Just kind of scan. So no judgment as you scan the body, not considering any part of you as good or bad, right or wrong. Also, there's no wrong feelings. We're just noticing, just checking in. And then perhaps if you find a place that is calling out for your attention, imagine you're able to send your breath to that part of you. So as you inhale, your breath moves into that part of your body. And as you exhale, your breath moves out. Perhaps you imagine that your breath is energy that you need. Maybe it's softening, compassion, relaxation, tenderness, love. Allow it to move into you and flow through you. If you need to, maybe you stay with a particular area for a while, or if you feel like that sensation or that calling for your attention has passed, maybe you move on to another part of the body, or maybe you're just sending your entire body full of energy, sending the energy through the entire body. So, as we move through our practice today, remember to listen to your body. Only do what's comfortable for you. Come out of a pose if you need to. Make adjustments whenever you need to. And if I share something with you today, a meditation, affirmation, poem, or quote, if I share one of those things that doesn't resonate with you, please allow my words to just pass by and return to this breath practice. Let's find some small movements here in the fingers and toes. Rolling around wrists and ankles, or making any small movements that feels right for you. And then whenever you feel ready, rolling over to one side, whichever side is calling for you. And then gently making your way up to seated. Okay. First pose, you can use either a blanket roll or a bolster if you have a bolster and you wish to use one. What we're going to do with this one is it's actually going to come underneath the hips or maybe even a little bit higher. So you're going to come down onto the earth, onto your front body. You're going to find a place where it feels good. Some people do like it up a little bit higher, more like belly button. My body hates that, so but find what feels good for you. And we want to make sure that the tailbone is not up, pointing up towards the sky. We want it to soften down towards the earth. All right, and then once you make your way down to the earth, you're gonna bring your arms into cactus arms or goalpost arms and turn your head to the right side. And then I'll give you instructions on what to do once everybody is settled here. So you may have to adjust the blanket roll a little bit, maybe a little thicker, maybe a little thinner, maybe you move it around. And once you have found your way down to the earth, finding cactus arms here, head is turning. Ooh, I think I said, I don't know which way I said. Let's all turn the head to the left. I don't know which way I told you. Turning your head to the left. So we're all going the same way. And then you're going to slide the right hand down by your side. So palm can be facing up or facing down. So like this. Yep. So we want to be looking. So the right arm comes down by the side. The left arm is in cactus arm. There we go. So you're looking towards the cactus arm, other arm comes down by your side. So the reason why we do it this way is because it gives us a bit of a stretch here along the right side of the neck. All right. Sorry if I got us all mixed up. I think we got it now. Deep inhale, long, slow exhale, softening the hips. Softening the shoulders. Do you need to send your breath somewhere? Sending energy to that part of you. Allowing it to move in and flow through. So today's class is just kind of a mixed match of quotes and meditation. So maybe something today will resonate with you and you can take it with you when you move off the mat. And anything that doesn't resonate, just allow it to pass by. All right, so our first quote here is about transformation. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is the light shadow which runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. Notice if it feels like you're holding any tension anywhere, especially in your shoulders and in your hips. Soften and let go here. All right. So whenever you feel ready, bringing the right arm back up into that cactus arm shape. Then turning your head towards facing the right arm. The left hand comes down by your side, palm is down or up, whatever feels best in your shoulder. All right, this meditation is called Seaweed. As you lie here, imagine your breath as if it were seaweed. Inhale, exhale, gently moving on the currents of the ocean. Inhale, exhale, meeting the changes of the sea, going with the flow. Inhale, exhale. The seaweed dances and accommodates your breath with ease. Inhale and exhale. And as the current starts to still, so does the current of your breath. And a quote by Rumi: "Let the water settle, and you will see the stars and the moon mirrored in your being." All right, so gently bringing that stretched out arm back into your cactus arm shape. And then you're going to slowly use your hands to help you gently come back into a tabletop pose. And then coming into seated. All right, we're going to keep things simple here. So we're going to take our blanket roll. You may have to unroll it a little bit if it's too thick, We're going to place it up a little bit higher here on the mat so that when we come down onto the earth, the blanket is below the shoulder blades. So some people like it like below. Some people like it when they come down that they can kind of tuck the shoulder blades, like the points of the bottom of the shoulder blades onto the blanket. And then legs, we're going to give you options with legs. So when you come down to the earth, grabbing, I guess before you come down, grabbing either a couple of blocks or some pillows or something that may come underneath the knees, or maybe we'll bring them into a different variation. All right, you're going to come down onto the floor, find a comfortable place here for that blanket roll. And it's going to be, your arms are going to be wherever is comfortable for you. So trying with the arms out at the side, palms face up, just to kind of see if it's the right spot here first. And then we'll find comfort in our legs before we soften the arms. All right. So options for the legs, maybe knees come together, feet come wide on the mat. Perhaps, can't find my block. It's reclined butterfly. So soles of the feet come together, knees come apart. Your supports can go either underneath the knees, or if you wish, maybe they come up by the hip underneath, right where the hip and the thigh meet. If it feels like too much, you can always make more of a diamond shape with your legs by walking the feet down slightly. Or maybe legs are out long, you can always place something underneath the knees. Maybe it's your support. You have to kind of move them around, find the right spot for them. And this way you get a little bit of support for the low back. All right, so our arms can be by the sides, palms face up. Maybe you prefer to have them in a T shape or back to that cactus shape. Or if it feels good in your body, reaching the arms behind you, fingernails come down to the earth. So remember, you're not stuck in any pose. If you need to come out, rolling over to one side to make your way out, or make any adjustments that you feel you need to. Connecting once again to your breath. Taking deep inhale, long, slow exhales. Do you need to send that breath anywhere? Is there a part of you that is calling out for your attention? Okay, so this meditation is called moving to your core. I invite you to imagine your body from all sides, as if you were looking at yourself from above. Feel yourself being pulled into that inner ocean of peace and quiet as the ripples on the surface start to subside. Feel yourself being pulled into that inner ocean of peace. I already said that. Oh, the outside world can be so busy, but inside we can find peace and tranquility. Keep your breath soft and your mind will follow. Feel yourself moving deeper still towards your inner core as if you were porous and you were being absorbed into yourself. As you find yourself closer to your bliss center, see the brightness there and let the brightness shine out like a lighthouse through the darkness. Gently making some small movements here in your body. If your legs are out in that reclined butterfly, maybe you stretch your legs out long. And then whenever you feel ready, rolling over to one side. And then using your hands to help you come up to seated. Okay. Next pose is a supported bridge pose. So, depending on what feels good for you and depending on what you have for props, maybe using a block, a folded blanket, a bolster. I'm going to show you the bolster because I realize everything's really dark, so it might be hard for you to see a black block. All right, so when we come down onto the earth and have our prop next to us, and feet come to the earth about hip distance apart, knees are bent. And then whenever you're ready, you push your feet into the earth, lift your hips, and slide your prop underneath you. I can reach it. There we go. All right, so we want to put it so that it's not in the low back. We want it lower than that, closer towards the tailbone. And you may have to kind of move it around to feel the best spot for it. It could depend on your prop, how big your prop is. So we want to be able to allow the back to soften, no pain in the back. And then it's up to you what you want to do with your legs. Maybe it's knees together, feet apart. Or if you wish, one leg can come out long or maybe both. I'll let you know when we are halfway through this part of our practice so that if you have one leg out long, you can switch to the other side. And then arms are wherever's comfortable for you, maybe out to the side, perhaps cactus arms or up overhead. So legs out long and arms up overhead will bring more of a sensation in towards the front of the hips or any variation of that. If you need to come out early, you're going to walk your feet back to hip distance apart, knees are bent. You push your feet into the earth to lift your hips and slide the prop out from underneath you. And then before you make any sudden moves or get up or anything, maybe take a few rounds of breath with your back flat on the earth first. Okay. The next one is called the quilt. And let your body spread like a beautiful quilt. Empty of muscular tension. Feel the weight of the bones heavy. Feel your organs sink to the back of your body. As if you were autumn leaves falling. Feel yourself floating downward. Earthbound, rooting of the body. We are halfway through. If you wish to make any changes, switch to another side. The next poem is called Fragility. Humans seem fragile at times, like the shell of a bird about to hatch, as if we could break when someone taps on us just one more time. We can feel this in times of sickness or heartache. We can feel it when someone lets us down, when we have an accident or life strikes at us. When a butterfly emerges from its breaking prison, it is reborn stronger and given a new life. When a chicken emerges from its shell, it is anti fragile, having gained strength from the moments of trial. These feelings of fragility are normal and human, and a chance to watch yourself be reborn. Embrace them. And if one or both of your legs are out long, bringing both feet to the earth, knees are bent. Wherever you are, feet are on the earth, knees are bent, feet are hip distance apart. Pushing your feet into the earth to lift your hips and gently sliding up out from underneath you, slowly lowering your hips to the earth. And take a few rounds of breath, allowing your back to soften here. No sudden movement. All right, and then if you wish, bringing your feet wide on the mat, windshield wipering your feet from side to side. Your knees, I'm sorry. Okay, so one more pose. It's kind of a twist. It's kind of a stretch for the front of the thighs. Now you're going to be on your back, but if you have things near you that you can reach for support to come underneath your knees, grab them if you need to come up to get them, obviously do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the feet wide on the mat. Knees are bent. Okay. And then allowing your knees to drop over towards the right side. All right. So you may need to place some props here underneath. Maybe a prop comes underneath that right knee. Maybe something comes underneath the left knee. If you're comfortable to go without, if it feels like an amazing stretch, feel free to do so. Arms come wherever's comfortable. Softening the hips. Softening the shoulders. All right, if anybody is not uncomfortable, please, if I can see you, give me a wave or maybe come on out. Good. If you can come out and give me a message, awesome. Thank you. All right. Lowering or closing your eyes if you haven't already. This meditation is called The Light in the House. Like a tree putting roots down. Feel held by the hands of this world, supported, at peace. Sweep the body with breath, each breath helping us find rest. See the lights in the body slowly turning off in each room, one by one. Walk through your body, slowly dimming each room. The head, chest, arms, torso, legs, feet. Complete stillness. Ever you feel ready, allowing your knees to come back to center. Maybe you find some windshield wipering here in the knees, feet still wide. And then in your own time, dropping the knees over towards the left side. Again, find support that you need. Find a comfortable place for your arms, whatever helps you to relax. So these readings today and the meditations are actually coming from a yin yoga book. So in yin, there is a discussion about our key energy, or ski energy, sky. Anyway, okay, so our energy. Um, so a little bit here about the energy. Sometimes if we are still, quiet, we can feel nature's voice of energy and the crashing of the waves, the shade of the tree, or in the power of the sun. We can also explain why we feel good in another's presence as they are sending out energy that matches or lifts our own. The world right now needs this. It needs people who heal, people who listen, people who care, love, serve, who rise the vibration of themselves and those around them. At times, we need to be uplifted, moved, and inspired. Consider your yoga practice as a means of making the fullest use of your time here on earth by fortifying and clearing your energy so those who are in need can be held or supported by the energy you transmit. Gently bringing your awareness back. And whenever you're ready, bringing your knees back to center. Maybe you windshield wiper the knees again from side to side. Find any movements that you feel you need before coming into Shavasana or any final resting pose lying on the earth. Again, if you wish, connecting to that, your breath, to that energy, sending the energy to any place that is calling for your attention, and allowing it to move through you. Our last meditation is called Shavasana Lullaby. Lay yourself out to rest as if you are pressing the blueprint of your entire body into the earth, beneath the earth. Take a long, slow breath in and exhale physically, mentally, emotionally. As gravity takes hold, feel your organs get heavy and sink earthbound as your upper body becomes lighter, more buoyant. Let the muscles around your eyes soften and the skin on your forehead melt as your body slowly spreads like water. As you let go another 5%, release the trying, the doing, the fighting, and come into being. No need to try so hard here. Let the soft hum of your breath come and go of its own accord, your breath breathing you. Allow yourself to be held here by the earth as if you were being held in the arms of a loved one. With this sweet support, are you able to drop into your inner landscape? Are you more able to feel a soothing wash through you, filling every space of your being? And know that this feeling, this peace, is always there for you, waiting patiently for you to uncover it whenever you need. Is there anywhere you need to send your breath to? Gently bringing your awareness back, noticing the sensation of the earth beneath you, noticing the air on your skin, perhaps you notice the taste in your mouth, maybe you notice the light behind closed eyelids. Maybe a smell in the air, perhaps the sound of your breath. And then making small movements in your fingers and toes, perhaps those small movements become bigger movements. And whenever you're ready, rolling over to one side, whichever side is calling for you. And then gently making your way up to seated. And once you get there, lowering or closing your eyes. Feeling the earth beneath you, supporting you, holding you, keeping you safe. Taking deep inhales in through your nose and long, slow exhales out. And as you exhale, releasing anything you no longer need or anything that no longer serves you. May you feel safe, secure, and stable no matter what life throws at you. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful evening.